Good morning, everyone. Let's start with the presentation today. First of all, thank you so much for joining on a Sunday. Next time, I'll keep in mind that I have to keep it on weekdays so that I don't barge into your family time. Um, so, because the expected number of guests joining will be I mean, good number of people will be joining. So I had to keep the mics disabled for you. But you are free to post your questions on the chat section anytime. And I will try to keep this presentation up to 30 minutes so that I can take most of the questions that are posted in the chat. This presentation is basically a discussion about how the duplicate trains can be handled in a project. Mostly it will be around Smart 3D, but we will also discuss about the other applications as well. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. All right, we'll start with the presentation now. So first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce a bit about HaleForm Technology Solutions. This is about a brief about us, who we are. We think innovation. And when we say innovation, innovation needs experience. Being a new company, our small team has a rich experience from various engineering companies. We understand execution challenges of engineering, modeling, and project teams. We have listed down some of the applications that we think can be of useful for the project, and we are slowly and gradually developing it and releasing it as products and services. If you have been closely observing, we do not keep all the products as a paid service. We try to give away as much as we can so that people are okay to use it and understand how innovative solutions or products we can provide. So next one is we focus on quality, because I personally feel what's innovation without quality. We align a list of requirements that we feel can be a part of quality or some possible parameters to test our work before releasing any product, be it general to everyone or specific to our client. We also take feedbacks, and we take feedbacks very seriously. If someone has any feedback, if they have some challenge, they are free to revert back. In our products, we provide the email IDs so that we can stay in touch, or you can have our email IDs from, you can take email IDs from our website as well, or you can post your comments over there. Next one is we deliver on time. So we understand that timely delivery should be the priority. We create execution plan to suit our customers' delivery deadline. When we start our initial discussion with the clients, we try to understand their deadline, and we try to fit both our innovation and quality in your timeline. So we focus on that to understand our timeline. Next one is what we do. This section is categorized in three major points. First one is that we customize handlers and support. Under the customization, we do handlers and support, custom symbols, spec development, any catalog, other development, reports customization, drawings, any specific customization which involves .NET or may not involve, but it can be of help for our client. So that kind of customization we cover. Next one is configuration. Under configuration, we provide services on project setup, upgrades, or any other one-time activity for which we can help to kickstart or help our clients to move the project further on a, next level. The other one is execution. Execution is basically a category where we help our clients from start to handover by helping them support from admin side if they want any manpower to be deployed on their project for projects from start to finish. So that also we can provide. Next portion is our expertise. Our HaleForm's key area is hexagon application. We provide services on Smart 3D, SPPID, SPY, or any other integration related services. Those are our key areas. We also provide support on Aviva and Bentley applications. We do have some partner companies where we can do a joint venture for your particular requirement, or we can redirect you to them. So we do take those requests and we serve on that as well. The next one is engineering and modeling services. I have received many requests on this information. We do not provide any engineering or modeling services directly. But we do have certain contacts where we can redirect you. So if you have any upcoming project where you need these services, you can get in touch with us and we'll redirect you to the company directly, so that you can move ahead with your project. So that was a brief introduction about our company. Next one is one small value creation video about our hangar support customization. It's just a short video where I will just explain you that how this customization we do. This one is shoe support customization that we have done for one of our client. There were 5-6 supports that needs to be customized, which has actually been accommodated into this one particular example. So first of all, that you see is the bolt details, because client was very stringent about the bolt representation that we have customized to suit their requirement. Next one is our guides. There were few supports which had to be, which had many number of guides. The number of guides were not fixed, so we gave a small drop-down option for the clients to control the number of guides and even spaces between them. They can also switch off the guide if it's not required on the support them. So that is on the client on one support itself. Next example would be the shape of the guide. So you can alter the shape easily from the properties itself. So these kind of configuration we provide when we customize support. So if you have any support customization related queries, you can definitely can you guys hear me? Is there a problem with the audio? Can someone answer on chat section? Okay, all right, perfect. I thought that there is a problem. Thank you. Okay, so that was one of the example of our value creation topic. Next, moving forward with this presentation is the agenda. In the agenda, I have basically I'll explain you what a duplicate train, or what a train means when I say a train. What are the types of duplicate trains that we can encounter, possible duplicate trains. I'll explain a bit about those duplicate trains, why I have termed them as those trains. We'll go through Smart 3D and 2D application to understand that how the services can be provided on that. Please be aware that there's no application to share here, but the concept will be discussed detailed. so that you understand that how duplicate train works and where we can provide those services. So when I say train, I can mean plant, area, or unit, or a smaller entity in the plot plan. So the idea is that within a plot plan, you can see that there are two entities, I can say that are identical or they are similar, where we can, use the MDR or MDT uh, from Smart 3D, and we can utilize that. And those can be considered as trains. There are three types of trains that I have, duplicate trains that I have encountered so far and I have understanding on. A linear copy, rotational copy, and flip copy. So I'll explain these three copies. So this can be your three key areas where you can identify that what kind of duplication is required in the model. So here I have tried to explain that what a linear duplicate train looks like. So if you see, I have created these two sections as train 1 and train 2. Train 1 is my original copy and train 2 is the duplicate copy. Train 1 can be considered as borderlines of A, B, C, and D with their own X and Y coordinates. And train B has to be similar or exactly same. It can be similar, it can be around 70 to 100% same of the original plan. But the X or Y has deltas, the coordinates have deltas. So the orientation, everything is exactly same. It's just a linear shift from one position to another position. So this is pretty straightforward. You have your deltas ready. There's no as such uh, too much hurdles with this kind of shift, and we understand that uh, very seamlessly. Next one is rotational duplicate. So rotational duplicate is nothing but you take a train and you completely rotate it to another direction. So in this direction, I have rotated the train completely from here to here. Uh, if you want to understand how the rotation has been done, it's A, B, C, D is like this. But over here, it has been like A, B, C, D over like this. So from this point, this has been completely rotated like this, around 180 degrees. So this rotation will give you, if you try to compare from point to point, there should be always an intersection point. Probably if there is some case, it may not be, but in the cases that I've seen so far, there should be some intersection. So it's an easy one to understand how much delta has to be added or subtracted from the X and Y coordinates. Next one is a flip of original train. So flip is along an axis normally. This one is along the x-axis. So you see the C and D remain same. It has certain delta in x and y, but the axis remains same, and A and D has gone just downward. So that can be some cases in the duplicate train. I understand that there can be, again, I'm saying that again and again, there can be 100% to around 70% of duplicacy, or even less. It totally depends on the duplicate trains. So if you have any question related to these, you can post in the chat section. If there's something that I need to explain more, I'll try to explain it in at the end of our presentation. Next one is basically when we deal with Smart 3D for duplicate trains. So what requests or what instruction from the client comes in? So the default one is that client wants all the trains to be modeled simultaneously, the original one and duplicate trains. which is actually very difficult. If you have to model everything, then the man hours will be duplicate. You have to do all the modeling in all the trains simultaneously, and it's a duplicacy of all the effort. And but some EPCs try to buy in time from them and tell them that we will work only on original train uh, for delivery purpose, and then up to a certain level we'll first finish the original train, then we'll move on to duplicate trains. Let's say we'll finish up to 90%, and then we will do a duplicacy of model. And the reason all the clients asks for a duplicate train is that construction basically needs MTOs, ISOs, and GAs. So uh, if the client or the construction agrees to have the third arrangement, they are stringent on getting the MTOs, ISOs, and GAs on time simultaneously, where we can provide a service, and then we can that can be possible, which we will discuss in the later slides. All right. So when we are talking about duplicacy, Hexagon Smart 3D has given certain functionalities which works up to 100%. I mean, it works seamlessly for all the duplicate trains. There is no challenge over there. And to understand that, first will be our MDR or MDT, where we utilize this functionality and we duplicate our models. If the names or the name rule has the PBS hierarchy, and if we do an MDR with the correct area name and unit name, it may the name rule will catch up and it will automatically update the name. This happens seamlessly. In case if this does not happen, we do have update names command where the items have to be selected and the names are updated. So this also works very fine in Smart 3D. The other one, the last one that I think of is renaming through automation toolkit. When name rule is not of utmost concern, when user-defined name rules are can be considered, then this utility can help you bulk loading, exporting the tags and then renaming it and then importing it again. So these four items that provided in Smart 3D commands provided in Smart 3D works very fine. But the challenges arrive when we have scope beyond these. When I say challenges, probably we have scope where I explained earlier that we have to provide MTOs, GAs, and ISOs in advance, and then we have to do the model duplication in future. So for that, we provide a package service for these kind of projects where we do isometric duplication and model name update. We help with this if the default ones are not happening, so that you can rename all the items in bulk. MTO can be easily done with this package. We provide such solutions as well, and any other custom applications that needs to cover anything that has not been covered in this. So the first one is isometric and drawing duplication. This has four key areas. Please understand that when I say isometric and drawing duplication, this once we duplicate our isometric or drawings, we will not have any link forward from this duplicate drawings or ISOs from the with the duplicate train or original train. So this is just to provide ISOs and drawings to construction team so that they can move ahead with their timeline and just to help them. So once you duplicate your model, then you will have to update your isometric and drawings again. That will be another activity. So proceeding with this tag rename. So we take all the inputs from the engineering, and for every item, let's say we are dealing with mechanical item, or we are dealing with pipe runs, specialty, not specialty component, or instruments. So everything we take and we classify everything, and then we create a rule so that all the tags are basically uh, renamed with the rule in the Smart Sketch file and the PCF file for isometrics. So everything that has to be changed, let's say our unit number has to be changed, area number has to be changed, or just the train number has to be changed, or our suffix has to be changed for some instruments from A to B to C. So all these things are accepted, and they are changed with this tag rename function. Then the coordinate correction. So whatever delta is provided by the engineering team, we define that in the rule and we change the coordinates automatically. So it corrects on the drawings and PCF file as well. Next one is flipping and rotation. This is a crucial part, and from our experience, we can tell that in the drawing, flipping and rotation shouldn't be done because it impacts your drawing presentation. So, so far, what we have done for flipping and rotation is that we have provided services where we just alter the coordinate point. So if the coordinate point is correct for each and every item, then it is considered to be flipped and rotated. If and we strongly recommend that it shouldn't be done. The rotation shouldn't be done in the drawing. Next one is drawing name and notes. So note area and the drawing border, everything will be changed as per the rule. The file name will also be changed as per project requirement. And whatever is changed in this, a report will be created with original values and the new values, so that you can have a look if you want to check, and you want to have a change management, that can also be done. So this is a bit about isometrics and drawings, that how we cover. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the chat section. Next one is model name update. As I said earlier, if something which is not covered with the default or delivered solution from Hexagon, we cover them over here. So first thing is that MDR or MDT has to be done by the admin on the model. There's nothing automation can be done because the solution is quite okay or perfect. The other one is that we provide commands where we can change the values in the change the values of the attributes, which can basically suit your name update or any other value that has to be changed. So that can be accustomed with this command. We also provide services for specialty items, GDP tags, or other catalog items. So when we do an MDR, the original one is copied, and we have there's a manual activity to delete them and place a new one from catalog. So that can be done from here. That can be done from the command that we will provide. The only thing is that those new values or new items should be available in catalog. So that has to be bulk loaded in advance. And with all these features, they can be executed automatically at once. We can create a filter and we can execute as a name rule service, or semi-automatically we can do. Or we can do also, execute it manually, where users can select their own scope under filter and then execute it. So that those commands will be pretty configurable, or based on the request from client, that can be provided. Next one is very straightforward MTOs. Since for MTOs, I'm considering that MTOs will be delivered on spreadsheets. So there will be a small command which will have all the rules from the project, and it will rename all the tags based on project requirement, and then it will create a copy of those items. Just give me a second. So for custom programs, we can also provide those solutions on MicroStation and AutoCAD. If your structure team or mechanical team has to provide some drawings on MicroStation or AutoCAD format, we can even deliver our solutions on that. Or if you have any other requirement that is not covered over here, or you have any specific or new requirement on your duplicate trains, that can be customized on this. I mean, we can discuss and have a customization. For other 2D applications, mostly what I have seen that the tags are covered with the item tag configuration for the 2D application. And the item tag configuration generally takes your unit number, which is to be duplicated. But in case if you have any other requirement for those to be customized, where you duplicate a drawing and duplicate an intelligent drawing, and you want to rename everything, that can be covered with our custom program. We can provide services on that as well. So these items will be intelligent. If you have one PNID drawing, if you copy it, it will be an intelligent drawing, and then we can work on services so that it can re-tag everything perfectly. And apart from these applications, if you have any other requirement for the project, then we can also discuss, and we can provide services on based on your requirement. So if you have anything, you can just raise a question, or you can drop me an email as well. We can have a discussion on that. In this activity, timeline is very crucial, because this is not something ready to execute application set of applications, and every project needs a separate set of configurations. So the timeline the earliest discussion possible in the project timeline will be beneficial for the project. We can have a discussion where the things can be discussed and explained, where we take all your requirements and try to understand how best we can provide the solution to you. When we discuss early, it helps us planning better. It helps understanding as well. Probably we can give some suggestions or take feedbacks or suggestions from you to configure the applications for you. Once everything is understood, we start our development, and development definitely needs time. We will need a lot of items to understand. Like for drawings, we will need around 20 to 50 drawings to develop and test, because every drawing will give us a better understanding for your project. So definitely, when I say 20 to 50 drawings, it will be a thorough development, and it will need some time. Testing needs to be done thoroughly, although after certain level, the testing will be done. This testing will be done from HaleForm side as well as engineering side as well. UAT is very crucial in this. Because we never know where the surprises will come. So definitely everything should be tested thoroughly. We'll deliver the complete set when everything is passed through UAT. And then based on experience, I would to definitely tell you that during the execution you'll find some surprises given by the construction team. So for changes also we have to be on standby. We have to be ready for those changes. So key takeaway from this presentation would be that we have to understand the train type from engineering. Then we have to discuss with them. We have to start conceptualizing early. We have to understand the scope thoroughly so that we can give a better solution. Develop the complete package, deliver on time, and get it tested thoroughly, and be ready for the changes if some surprises come from the construction side or from the client side. So this is it from the presentation point of view. I'll be now taking questions. Please feel free to post your questions. Now let's take the questions. So the first question is it possible to perform concurrent model copy as soon as base model progress? Um, as I said during the beginning of this topic, concurrent model copy can be done, but there will be a lot of manual effort after once you copy. See, when you copy a plant, you are basically trying to replicate what you have done so far. So as early as you do, uh, there is more scope for designers to work on. As late you go during the project execution, it's better. So that for, let's say if we have 4 copy of one plant, we do the modeling in only one plant and then we duplicate it as 4 copies. So those 4 effort you'll save. That's just a suggestion, and that's just a suggestion. Engineering or projects have to take that decision, but this can be a useful information for you to provide from admins. Next is, are you providing services or only tool deployments? So we are very confident that we can provide it as a service. We can work with the team and provide them. We can deploy as a service. But if you are confident that you can do, or if it's your project requirement, we can provide the application themselves, and then we can be on standby for any help required for further procedure. Next one is any solution for Aviva 3D modeling and ISO drawing. We are working right now. It's in very early stage for Aviva E3D. We are on very early stage, but we do have plans to move ahead for that. And the reason we are going slow with this Aviva is because we don't have any requirement so far. So if there is a requirement, definitely we can proceed and we can take it on priority. Next one is, do you provide services for SPF? Yes, we do provide services on SPF. We can have a discussion for SPF. Separately. You can drop me an email on bhaskar@haleform.com. I'll provide my email ID on the group as well. That's it from the question side. I covered all the questions. Just give me a minute. I'll check that. All right. This is it. I do not have any more question. If you have any question, you can definitely, if you have my mobile number, you can get in contact with me. And if you need any further information, you can email me on my email ID. This is our LinkedIn page. If you want to join us, our Twitter page and our Facebook page. We do have a YouTube channel as well. So that would be this would be all for now. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining on a Sunday. I have one more question. Any demonstration related to duplicate train? I do not have a demo for this. It's just a concept that I have explained how this works. Because for duplicate trains, it's very difficult to give a demo. But we can have a one-to-one discussion. If you have any question, we can definitely get in touch and we can discuss. So thank you once again, everyone. Have a good day, and please feel free to get in touch if you have any questions or comments. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.